So 3 things I love about a Ceado Life X, and 1 thing that doesn't work perfectly with my workflow. So with this machine, I love its small footprint. I love how easy it is to use as both grind on demand and as a single dose grinder. And I also love that they've thought about the machine differently and performing really above what it should for such a small grinder. The reason for each one is this. I started off with huge grinders at home. Being in the coffee industry since I was a teenager, the cool thing to have in the early days was a Coney E, which is a big Mazda, commercial Mazda at home with a small hopper modified, and at the time with the Lamazoko Linea, which is back there, and a commercial machine. Over the years, as home machines have gotten better, my coffee setups have shrunken in size. What's really changed over the years is now from a small footprint, you can get amazing results, which 5, 10, 20 years ago, you really couldn't. I love that it's grind on demand. I get up early, 4, 4:30, sometimes 5 in the morning. Cafes aren't open. I really want to get up, make a coffee and head to the gym. On the weekend, I have a bit more time and coffee's a different experience to me. If you've been watching my videos over the years, on the weekend, I like playing with a lever machine or even a flare. It depends on what I have at home at a time, but it's not about just punching out a coffee and getting out of there. It's about enjoying the moment. And that's when single dose really makes sense to me. I can explore different coffees, slow things down, do espresso out of a lever, or do a different alternative method like pour over, AeroPress. At the moment, it's been more pour over, but it gives me the opportunity of easily going from espresso to filter, grind on demand to single dose super easily. And that's what I really love about this machine, is versatility in a small footprint and the results you do get from a small grinder. Talking about those results, it's a 50mm Burr grinder. So they're quite small, but they've been smart in how they've done it. They're 50mm on the outside, but they've really narrowed the internal diameter and made them blind, so no screw holes. So the actual surface area equates to a 64mm surface area. So like think of it competes against a Mazda Mini E or Eureka XL, something like that. In a small footprint, smaller retention because the external diameter is smaller. So they've really nailed that home grinder. And I can't actually really think of many other grinders on the market that have a small footprint, go from espresso to other brew methods so easily and back, and perform in such high results. In the past, you'd have to have an espresso grinder and a filter grinder, 2 different grinders, or a single dose and grind on demand. They've really been able to put it into one package, so small footprint. So 3 things I love: small footprint, easy to go from different brew methods, so espresso to filter, and easy to go from grind by time, like grind on demand, to single dose. Now, there is one thing that doesn't resonate with me as much. Personally, I'm a neat freak. I hate seeing coffee on the bench. I really just like everything being super clean. One thing that would have been nicer would be a different portafilter support. When this grinds, it works well, but you always get a few coffee grounds off to the side. The way I solved it was using a dosing ring. And now when you use a dosing ring, for me, you just have to remove the portafilter support and not actually hold the portafilter while grinding. What that means is I get absolutely zero mess. After that, I WT, tamp, the usual process, but it gives me no mess on the counter, which makes me happy. So those are the 3 things I love about the grinder, and the 1 thing I might have looked at it a bit differently. I didn't introduce myself at the beginning of the video. Presume you know me, but if not, I'm Pedro from Coffee Pass, and thank you for watching.